Howdy y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me, and I did one earlier this month. I think I did it on March 3rd, and today is March 31st, and I literally just posted the other one today. So just to give a timeline on because I feel like things, I like to give life updates, and a lot of things have changed, and you're like, oh, you just posted that, why has so much changed? That's why. Anyway, so I'm not going anywhere after this. I just am going to shower probably later, obviously. Not obviously, but anyway. So I'm going to do that. But I don't know, I just felt in the mood because I'm alone tonight. Honestly, I'm with my boyfriend almost every day, every night. And he went home tonight because he needed to visit his family or whatever. And so, yeah, I just don't have, I don't know, I don't like being alone. I never have. And so, basically, if I'm alone, I, have really negative thoughts, and, I like to stay busy at all times so that I can't, literally don't have time to think. So that's kind of, part of what I'm doing right now. Let's address the elephant in the room. These ears. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I literally got them just for filming videos. I bought them on Amazon. It was, $7 or $8 for a whole package. It was I think there was 4 or 5 that came with it, and I got it just for filming these, honestly. Or if I have an excessive amount of time to get ready, I feel it would be fun to do, just because I feel they're cute and they boost my mood just to even look at them in the mirror when I'm getting ready. So how cute are they? I don't know. I think I just searched makeup headband. Anyway, but I thought they're so cute. I know I've seen a couple other YouTubers use stuff like this, and I just think it's always adorable, but I always am of the mindset of I'm poor, I can't afford to buy things that I don't really need. But I think it's worth splurging. I mean, $7 or $8 isn't that much, but it's worth spending money on yourself if you think it will bring you joy. And this is something that I think will bring me joy, and I enjoy it, so I did it. And I've been of that mindset more and more lately, and I think that's just me in the process of healing from trauma and being so afraid of spending money or whatever. So that's cool. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere, so I don't really have an elaborate plan of what I'm gonna do with my eye look. So yeah, let's see. I think I'll use I should probably use stuff that I don't really like using usually. I don't know. But, oh well, I'll just use whatever I feel like. So I think I'll go to the BH Zodiac palette. Anyway, so on these Chit Chat Get Ready With Me, I usually do life update, and then when I run out of things to talk about, I switch to a list of questions on the internet. And I have that list of questions pulled up for when we get to that point. But for now, I'll just do life updates. It's been about a month since my last video. So anyway, I got some. Anyway, it's been a month, so a lot has changed. I only have about a month left here in Indiana before I move back. And once I move back, I'm immediately going to have to hit the ground running, because I only have a month before school starts once I move back. And I do not yet have a lease. I haven't signed a lease. I don't know where, I mean, I know what city I'm going to be living in, but I don't know where I'm going to be living. And I won't even be back in town until the month that I'm going to want to start leasing it. So I'll have to find somewhere that has an immediate opening. So that might be difficult. And so that's a little bit stressful, not being able to be there and look around and be oh, let me go ahead and sign this lease. So basically once I get back, I think I get back I'll probably get back around May 1st. And then I have my cousin's baby shower that day of May 1st. And then just so much going on basically that I'm well, I'm trying to think of what color I want to use. I want to I'll use like a deep purple. I don't think I have a deep purple matte, but I can try from, oh, I'll mix these two. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, so I'll get back that day, and then the day, like, there's so much going on that week, basically. I have to, like, go to the city that I'm moving to, figure out an apartment, and then I'm getting my hair done that week. I'm getting something done to my toes that week. I'm getting all this stuff and I'm getting, my teeth done that week. So, like, I just have all these appointments scheduled because I haven't been home in so long. Because, like, I haven't really been going to the doctor or, like, doing anything like that here. And so, basically, I'm really behind on all of my appointments. And I'm trying to cram them all in to the first week I'm back, basically. Because after that, I'll be, like, busy. But, anyway. Yeah, so lots going on. I did get a message, like, 2 or 3 days ago that really excited me. This girl who's going to be in PA school with me was like, hey, I heard that you were looking for a roommate, and I'm living with 2 other girls. We have 4 rooms, and we're looking to fill the last room. And I was like, okay, sweet, like, send me pictures. And she sent me a video, and I really love the place, and it seems really perfect. Like, if I'm, like I said earlier, like, I don't like being alone. Like, it's honestly unhealthy for me to be alone. Just because, like, if I'm with other people, I'm, like, a super fun, like, ball of energy. But if I'm alone, I have super negative thoughts. And it's just, like, honestly really bad. And I need to, like, figure out how to solve that. But, like, my, like, main coping mechanism right now is, like, avoidance. And, like, in doing so, like, I just keep myself busy, or, like, I'm always with someone. So that I never, like, have time to, like, have those thoughts. Anyway, so yeah, I would love to live there, but obviously y'all know I have my dog, and she's, like, super important to me, and so I was like, hey, like, I really love the place, I'm like, down for sure, just, like, ask your roommates if they're cool with me having a dog. And I guess she already knows the other girl she's living with, I don't know, she went to the same, like, undergrad school that I went to, and, like, anyway, she says the other girls that we would be living with, like, are going to the medical school as well that we're going to. They're just in, like, different specialties than we are, or, like, different, like, fields of study or whatever. Anyway, and so, that had, like, no pigment. This is, like, I'm using the Sour Patch palette, and I'm using Party Time, and it has, like, no pigment. I'm, like, trying to build, like, it worked fine on this eye, but then on the other eye, it, like, didn't show up. So I'm just going to keep building. Anyway, I'm not flipping you off. Sorry, I don't know why I picked the middle finger. It looks pretty, but it's just, like, lighter than I expected, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, so she was supposed to get back with me, like, 2 days ago, and so, like, I texted her, and I was like, hey, like, did your roommates get back to you? And she's like, we've all been in class, like, we haven't had a time to, like, catch up or whatever, and, like, me talk to them. And so I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And she's like, yeah, we're gonna talk later tonight, though, and I'll let you know. And so she texted me back, like, late that night, and was like, hey, like, I did meet with, like, one of my roommates, but the other roommate wasn't available, and I'm not comfortable, like, giving you a decision until I talk with her. So that was, like, just super vague, and I didn't know if they were, like, leaning yes or leaning no. Like, when you ignore, like, the last roommate, like, if, you know, like, if, I wonder, because she told me, like, before she asked, she was like, I'm cool with it. So I don't know if, like, the first, which would be the second roommate she talked to, was like, I'm kind of, like, hesitant on it, or what, like, I don't know. I sent her pictures of my dog. I told her, like, how, like, chill she is and, like, sweet and everything, and so, like, that's all I can really do at this point, and if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. But I got really excited when she told me about that, because I was, like, I've been, like, super stressed about, like, trying to find an apartment in, like, 2 days. Sorry, I know y'all are probably not really even interested in this, but honestly, like, I use these Get Ready With Me videos as, like, a good opportunity for me to look back on, and, like, kind of know where I was at in life at that point, because I do like life updates. But anyway, so I'm super excited at the possibility of that. And another life update, or if that doesn't work out, then I'm gonna be like basically like freaking out a little bit, but it's fine. I'll figure it out. And I basically, like, the apartment that I wanted, I think I talked about in the last video, is not available. So I had to like significantly increase my budget. But that's okay. So yeah, now that my budget is significantly increased, it gives me a lot more options than I originally thought I had. So that takes away a little bit of the stress. But like one of the reasons I also really like that first like apartment that I talked about in the last video is because they it was like furnished. Oh my gosh, I feel like this like headband is like giving me like a facelift. Like it is kind of tight, and like I feel like if I wore it for a super long time, it would give me a headache. But like I feel like it's like pulling back my face and it's making me feel like pretty. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so I will have like that's the only apartment that I found that was like furnished. And so like all the other apartments that I'm looking at now are unfurnished on top of being significantly higher rent. So that'll be fun. But honestly, I do love shopping, and it will be fun to like be able to make an apartment my own and not feel like I'm just like using like the leftovers or whatever. But it's gonna be really expensive. But oh well, that's like I know that going into it, and I've already like mentally prepared to spend a lot of money in PA school because like it's just an expensive in itself, and like you can't work during it, so you just like have to go in with the mindset of like I'm gonna be living on loans for 3 years and I'm gonna pay it all back after, and like I'll make a lot of money after, so it won't matter. But it's stressful like in the process, you know, just like knowing like okay, like because of like I mean I just like can't back out basically, and I'm not even anywhere near backing out at any point, but because like this is what I want to do for sure. But like it is extra scary because like imagine if something happened to where like I had to drop out of school for some reason, like I don't know if I like was in an accident or something, like I would be in so much debt and not be able to pay it back. So that's terrifying. But anyway, what else? Speaking of, whenever I was talking about the facelift with this, it reminded me. I don't know if you can really see it well in the camera, but I have this like wrinkle, and I feel like the lights are kind of like a little bit forgiving because I have on ring lights. But I have this like wrinkle in my forehead. It really bothers me, and I like frown when I think. And so I am going to be doing a lot of thinking in school, and I know I'm going to be frowning a lot, so I'm thinking of getting like baby Botox in my forehead just to prevent further like wrinkles in my forehead, and like kind of erase that for temporarily or whatever. And then also I'm debating lip filler, not an excessive amount. I feel like everyone's like, don't do lip filler, your lips are good. But like, I don't know, like I would look good with them. Like I've seen like the filters and stuff, and I feel like it looks good. So I am debating doing that, but that's also very expensive. So like if I were to get the Botox and lip filler, I bet it would be like almost $1,000 or something. I don't really know. I bet it would be around there. And so that's another expense that I'm considering. Oh, I just like wiped down the wrong thing. Anyway, so that's another expense I'm considering. On top of, like I talked about in the last video, I've got to go to the dentist, and that could be like up to $2,000 or whatever. I don't know. Depends how much they charge there. And so yeah, I just have a lot of like very large expenses coming up, but for some reason I think because like the job I'm doing right now, it pays like significantly better than, and I've been investing my money instead of just like putting it in a savings account. I've been investing it into like stocks, and like the stocks that I picked are doing really well right now, so I'm like up some money, and so that like makes me feel a little bit less stressed because like ultimately I'm gonna end up selling it anyway. But yeah, so yeah, it's kind of scary. What was it? Oh yeah, so just like a lot of big expenses coming up, and then so my things have really escalated with my now boyfriend. I know in the last video we weren't dating yet, but we're now officially dating. I'm pretty sure like I'm pretty sure. Okay, so the day of my last video that I filmed, I think it was like March 5th that I filmed it, and we started being official like on March 5th. So like that night he asked me to be his girlfriend. And so that's kind of cool. So it's been a month since we've been like official or whatever, but we've been dating longer than that, obviously. And so things are getting a lot more real, I guess. And like before I was like, oh, I'm not sure if like it's worth like trying to like make it work, because like I feel like I was like pushing off my own insecurities into like how I thought he felt about me. And so I was like, oh, he's not gonna want to try to do long distance, like don't get your hopes up, like it won't work, blah blah blah. But now like he's just really great, and I feel like we're gonna try to make it work, and we kind of have like a little bit of a plan of like how to make it work. And like I don't know, I just feel good about it. So where was I going with that? Oh, so the first week I'm gonna do all the apartment stuff, all those appointments, crazy whatever. And then so then the second week of May, when I get back, will be, I'm going to Mexico with my friend, which I think I talked about before. Because like I've wanted to go to Mexico for a very long time. I mean, I've been before a couple times, but like I haven't been since I was like 12. Or like maybe a little older than that. I don't know. But anyway, it's been a very long time. And so I really wanted to go do that before PA school. So I'm going to do that, and then after Mexico, I'll get back, and I need to basically, like, get my apartment ready, because, like, at that point, hopefully I will have signed a lease, and I will be able to, like, start decorating it, because, like, I'm assuming that, I'm going to have to buy furniture and stuff, so, like, I'll have to, like, order all that, and hopefully, like, I'll be able to order a lot of that the first week before I go to Mexico, so, because usually it takes, like, over a week for that stuff to, like, ship or whatever. And so hopefully all that works out. And anyway, so I'll be able to do that and like finish my apartment. And then the third week of May, my boyfriend and I will be going to Florida together. Because I'm a big, like, I think I told you in the last video, I've always wanted to live in Florida, but I'm just a big beach gal. Like, I don't know about beach, but like I just love the hot weather. And honestly, like beach vacations make me feel better about life. Like I'm so happy when I'm there. And so I told him, like, well, I mean, we were gonna want to meet up before I start school anyway, because once I start school, like, it'll be really hard to meet up because I'll be so busy. And he lives, I mean, drive time, it's like over 12 hours, I think, from where we are now to where I'm gonna be living. And so anyway, so it's just like we want to spend as much time as we can together before I start school, and then after that he'll just like have to visit me, like, you know, well, at first he'll just visit me once a month because he's like finishing up a job, and then after he finishes the job that he's on in like September or October, he'll be able to visit me twice a month minimum. So that's good. So I feel like I'm not really a long distance type of girl. Like I feel like it would be really hard to do. But I feel like it's worth trying for him. I mean, I would feel like it would be stupid not to try. So that's kind of the plan at the moment. And so we're going to try that and see if it works. But yeah. Yeah, I guess I won't go into too much more detail on that because I've already talked about, probably already overshared. Because like, I don't know. Part of me is always already like, what if it doesn't work out? And then I'm just like, whatever, but I just try not to think about that. Anyway, so that's kind of, and then like the fourth week of May, like I think I start school like May 31st or May 30th or one of those days. So like basically it will be finishing up, getting my apartment ready, plus getting ready for school. And like there's things I need to like order for school, like scrubs and like, I don't know, I'll probably need to get like, I know I need to get an iPad for it and like stuff like that. So, yeah, I'll just spend that last week like getting last minute things that I know I need for school. And then, let's see, after that, it'll just be school, and then it'll be an adjustment for sure. Before they were doing like online learning because of COVID, but I'm pretty sure they like took that, they're back to in person. And like a lot of people in my class really wanted in person classes. I mean, we're paying an enormous amount of money, so it makes sense why they would want to be in person. But for me, like, I don't mind being online just because that means I can be with my dog more. and it's just like less effort to like drive and all that stuff. So, because I kind of feel guilty like when I leave my dog and for like that long of a time. But the good thing is, I think like most days it's like 8 to 3. So I feel like that's not like that bad to leave her like that for that amount of time. The house that those girls were like living in that I said might work is about 20 minutes away from campus. The other apartments are like closer to campus, but like only by like 5 minutes, so it wouldn't be a big deal to like drive an extra 5 minutes. But yeah, I really hope that works out. So if y'all are religious at all, just say a prayer for me that works out. If it doesn't, maybe something else will fall into my lap, but we'll see. What else? I think that's the major things. Like I said, I've been spending like pretty much all my time with my boyfriend, so we've been doing a lot of fun stuff. I went to Chicago a couple weeks ago, and it wasn't with him. It was just like my other friend was like from where I like am from. She was visiting there already, and to visit another one of my friends that lives there, or our friends, I guess, that live there. And she had planned this for months, but she wanted me to go with her because I'm like where I live now is within driving distance. But she wanted me to go with her originally, but I told her no because of COVID. Like at the time she was planning this trip, like COVID was really bad, and with my job I like wasn't allowed to like go out because like I work with old people. And so yeah, but COVID has like gotten a lot better since then, so I felt like more comfortable going, so I did go. It was fun. I forgot to put on cream blush before I did that, but oh well. I guess we're gonna have a powdered face today. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And excuse me. Anyway, that was a lot of fun, and I feel I'm like really happy that I only did like kind of a short trip for that, because I felt like I kind of did a lot of things that I wanted to do in one day, and so that was nice. That I wasn't like, I feel like it would have been hard to like occupy myself for. That's why I love Mexico. Like I love like resorts because there's so much to do and like you can spend so much time. But like I feel like, I don't know. It's just like I'm not really a city girl, I guess. Like it was fun, but my friend that lives there that we were like visiting, he said that he thinks Chicago is like one of the most beautiful cities in the US. Like, and like to me, like I just like kind of went along with it, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, the place you live is not that pretty. Like I think it is pretty, but for me, like when I think of like beauty, I think of like nature, and so it's like obviously it's like a very urban area, or like I guess I don't use that word often, but there's like something above urban is like metropolis or something. I don't know. I haven't. That's been like since like junior high social studies that I've like used that word. So I don't know, but it's like super city, you know, obviously. But if y'all didn't know, and like she talks about this publicly, so I like feel comfortable saying it. Paula from A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It. She lives around Chicago, and I feel like we've been kind of like friends for like 4 years through YouTube and recently Instagram, because like I guess I got on Instagram in the last 2 years. But she's like, she has a pretty big following on Instagram and YouTube or whatever, and I don't, but I don't really care. Anyway, I always really liked her, and I felt like it's kind of weird like having like a friendship online, because like you don't really hang out with them, so you don't know what they're like in real life, and like you don't know like, oh, if like whatever. But I reached out to her on Instagram, and I was just like, oh, thinking of you since I'm in Chicago. And she like was like, oh, like how long are you here, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, blah blah blah. And then I was like, do you want to meet up? I understand if not. And she was like, yeah, let's meet up. So we went to dinner like whenever I was on my way back, and that was cool to meet her. I did get a picture with her, and I feel like I could like, you know, put that in here, but I'm too lazy to edit, as y'all know. and it's not really that cute of a picture. Like, I don't look that good in it, so I don't want to put it as like a thumbnail, and also I don't want her to feel like I'm like clout chasing or something. I don't know, that's not the case. So I don't know, I just feel weird about putting it, and I thought about like, oh, like I'll put it on Instagram or something, I don't know. But I guess like, I don't know if y'all like what level y'all are into project painting, but Rebecca Morgan from, I'm trying to think of her YouTube name, Rebecca, I don't know, anyway, I think it's just Rebecca Morgan, honestly. And then Alexi from like Alexandria Soshin or whatever, that's her name. They met up because they live in different countries. I think Rebecca's from Canada, and then Alexi, I don't really watch her much, so I'm not really sure, but somewhere in the UK. And anyway, they met up and they had like a super good experience, so I was like really excited. And Paula said she'd never like met up with anyone from YouTube like / Instagram before, so that was kind of cool to like, I don't know, meet up with like an online friend in person. And yeah, so that was cool. And what else? Yeah, so I'm just like excited for the future, and I think that like life is going pretty well right now. But I think a lot of it has to do with my boyfriend, honestly, because like he's who I spend like most of my time with, and he's just like really good to me, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm scared for when I move back and I'm not with him, but he is too, so like, well, I guess we'll just see how that works out. But the main thing I'm like worrying about right now is like apartment. But I'm just kind of like trying not to think about it, and I'm like praying that those girls like want me to be their roommate, so that would be great. But anyway, what else? I'm trying to think of like if I need to say anything else about my life right now. I don't know if I said, but my client that I like take care of moved to assisted living, so like they have like people like me that work there, but it's not one-on-one care. It's just like kind of like they like press a button if they need help. It's like assisted living. It's not like nursing home or anything. And so I've been like, you know, obviously going to work there, and so I feel like I always have this fear that like people don't want me or whatever, and like she doesn't want me to leave because she like loves having the like help, and but I always fear like, oh my gosh, her family's not gonna want me to be here, blah blah blah. But I know that they're gonna let me finish out to April. I just need to quit worrying about it. There's no point in me worrying because it's just like I said, like those negative thoughts creeping in. I'm already all done with my makeup. It's kind of crazy. I feel like I'm doing this really fast. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm not trying that hard on my makeup necessarily because I am not going anywhere. I'm literally going to shower this off, but I still want to make it look cute. So yeah, I think that's like most of the things I had to talk about. It's kind of what's been on my mind, like literally like replaying in my head all these things. Like the main worry is the apartment, but there's nothing I can do about it until I get there, because I even thought about like signing a lease, because I feel like if I already had signed a lease, it would be so much less stressful to like at least know where I'm going and know like, okay, I gotta get this done. But the main thing that's stressful is like finding the place itself and then signing a lease after that. I will use one of these. Okay, I'll use purple brown, or should I use purple brown or plain purple? Yeah, I'll use purple brown because there's a lot of product in there. Let me see if I can find my mirror. Okay, purple brown. Okay, I'm gonna put plain purple on top because it wasn't purple enough. Okay, so that made it very smoky. I'm mixing purple, brown, and purple. Has anything significant been going on in y'all's life? I don't know. Okay, maybe I should start answering these questions because I don't want to get awkward, but I'm already almost done with my makeup, so I won't be able to answer that many. So at the last video, like, that I did like this, I got to question 42, so now I'm on question 43, and I'll put the link in the description. This question is, what would you do if you won the lottery? I think that would be amazing, but I don't play the lottery currently, so it's not really gonna happen. But I used to always, like, my family and I, like, we used to always talk about what we would do if we won the lottery, and I think, like, I guess, like, the first thing that would pop into my head of, like, what the major question would be is, like, would I still go to PA school? And if I won the lottery. I think it would be yes for now, for sure. Just because I worked so hard to get to that point. And, like, aside from the money, like, obviously the money is, like, good and, like, it's a big drawing point. I feel like I would genuinely like that job. And there's not a whole lot of jobs that I can think of that I like. But I've also always wanted to just, like, be able to, like, live, like, a stay-at-home person, like, not necessarily wife, but just, like, stay-at-home gal, but, like, also work to do things that I, like, enjoy doing. So I can also see myself, like, I've always kind of wanted to do, like, cosmetology. Like, I do makeup, and, I mean, I know that this isn't a good representation. It doesn't look that bad, but I do makeup for pay, like, on the side, but I'm not serious about it just because, like, I don't know. I don't want to worry about it. But, yeah. Did I mark those? I don't think I did. I used purple, brown, and purple. Okay. So, yeah, I think that would be fun. I think it would be fun to, like, take a trip. Obviously, like, I want to pay off, like, my debt from undergrad, which isn't that much, and then I would, like, give some to my brother for something. Like, I would probably, like, pay off his truck or something, or, like, his house or something. Maybe not his house, that's a lot of money. I don't know. Like, I would do it for good. I mean, I wouldn't want to spend it all at once. Like, I would want to, like, try to be very strategic. I would go to a financial advisor and, like, try to figure out how to make it last, basically. I feel like I want, like, a lot of shine on my face. Like, I feel like I look kind of dry-ish. So I'm going to put this. Even though I'm not going anywhere, I just want it. I'm going to put this on there. It's my Hourglass dupe, but it's Makeup Revolution. Yeah, that helped. That made me more shiny. But, yeah, I feel like I would just, like, go to a financial advisor, blah, 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 try to make a budget. And, I mean, I would pay off my aunt's, like, debt because I lived with her and, like, she's a good person. She deserves it. And then, honestly, I would be tempted to stay. I feel like it's stupid to say, like, I would stay in Indiana for a guy. But I think I would travel a lot and, like, visit Indiana a lot. To visit him and see how it worked. I don't know. But, I don't know. I would just go live my best life and have a lot less stress, I guess. But I feel like while I say I would stay in PA school, like, I don't know if I would because I know it would be super stressful. And, like, there's a lot of ways to help people. I guess it depends how much the winning was. Anyway, I wouldn't know where to buy a house, so I wouldn't do that. I would just, like, buy things that I, like, haven't let myself buy, and then like, hold on to a lot of it and invest a lot of it. And, like, I would honestly, like, I could see myself buying, like, properties and doing the Airbnb thing and, like, fixing those up and being, like, a property manager. I could see myself doing that. Like, I wouldn't want to not do anything. I wouldn't want to just be lazy all the time. I would definitely, like, use my time to, like, and make money, but do it in a good way. So that's cool. I feel like that would be amazing, but that would probably not happen. Okay, I don't really know what else to do makeup-wise. Like, I feel like I'm pretty much done. I feel like it's cute. I don't know. Once I take these out, it's not gonna be cute, but. Okay, what do we think? So basically I only finished one question on that, and so now I'll be on question 44 for next time. I hope y'all enjoyed watching this, and I know it's shorter than normal, which is fine. I guess I wasn't like doing the most with my eye makeup like I normally do. I mean, it still is like decent, but like, I don't know. Anyway, I have some other things I need to do tonight, so better get on that. But I enjoyed like just chatting, catching up, and it's cool for me to like look back on these, I guess, like later in life. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. God bless you. God bless your family. Have a wonderful day or night.